Hello everyone, what is up? We are back with another video, and what's our starting region? We got Howling Forest, okay. Interesting, we have some blip bugs here and some, Sizzlypedes. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to remember these names, but yeah. So could be a good bug comp, right? Lots of new bugs to try out. Well, actually just Buzzwole and this guy, and I guess low kicks as well. Okay, so there is a fair bit, but maybe not. We'll see what we get. We start with a magnet, which is something that I always love to see, because magnet is such a good item. Oops, gotta dig out the bottom first. It's actually probably more convenient to do it this way, right? Yeah, in case I do play ground. Okay, we have a few pickups here, nothing too interesting. We do have double baby, so if we do manage to get like Iggly buff, you know, could be cool. Yeah, interesting game. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go back to college, and there have been a few hiccups, let's say, in terms of organization, but I'm pretty happy about it. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so there's two choices to pick from here, but I will decide to go for the range power type stuff. And I mean, yeah, I guess we'll see what we get, right? Maybe playing electric, but we have really good items to start for range carry, right? Upgrade in a charcoal is really exceptional. We get a scale, which is going to be useful for frontline. Now that scale makes Shiny Charm, this is actually probably the best component to get for this. We are going to try and get this magnet, and it's right in front of me, luckily. So yeah, we have really good items for a potential electric start, which also has a bunch of new units, especially uniques, right? We have Togedemaru, Deden, and Pachirisu coming up. So playing any of these would be really interesting. So yeah, I mean that's gonna be fun, right? Hit one more roll. All right, nothing too interesting there. I think we can probably just play like this then. This is fine. Right? This is okay. Yeah. There is an Aaron pair here. Maybe I should get it over the bug pair, but I'm feeling like getting an evolved bug early is probably stronger usually than getting something else. Oh, maybe I should get Charmander. Putting in fire for my Lampent might be good. Oh, and I also had Light 2 that I could pick up, but I didn't think about that. Alright, so this game has some pretty good players. Haslord started a YouTube channel of his own pretty recently, so that's pretty cool. We do get the Shiny Charm, very good. We do get a bunch of bugs, so I could actually just put in Dottler there and add in Pineco. Pineco's also a pretty good early Pokemon, so this is actually a really strong like early game board. If we win, I'm going to be selling all of this. Even the Mareep, let's check where the light spot is though. Okay, in the front, I see. What I could do is be a little less greedy, sell the Pineco, and add in Caterpie, maybe. But Pineco's so good. 10 defense, 6 special defense at this stage is so much. Like, compare it to other units, it's really tanky. And Explosion deals a lot of AoE damage. So I think it's better to just stay like this. We face a team that has 2 upgrades but no slammed items. I think we should be fine against this guy. Usually early Lampent with like 80 items like this, it's like almost guaranteed win, and we also have this on top of it, so we're gonna sell everything. It is fine. We will believe that Mareep comes back, right? We are going to be looking for all the electric units. And yeah, really eager to try out these new guys, right? They look pretty interesting. I've had the chance to play Togedemaru before. I didn't have good items for it, sadly, so it didn't do well. But at least I got to try it. And I mean, we're gonna see the other two. From what I remember, they all have some sort of, well, not dashing ability exactly, right? Okay, so we are unable to make 30 on the stage no matter what we do. Win or lose, it's not possible, so we're just gonna buy all of this and wait. And check out the other boards. Okay, so this guy's playing ground. Okay, no super upgraded guy. This guy's playing like maybe rock light. We have a poison. We have this Flora guy that we just faced, but he slammed items just now. Another ground guy, baby guy, and then someone who doesn't have a board. Who are we playing? Oh, we're playing the ground guy. So we're playing the other guy at 100 HP. He's not very strong, however. He probably just faced, like, the baby boards. Okay, so Doppler putting in a lot of work, actually, when he gets doubled. So you either gain Psychic Field or spread it to a nearby ally, then its Psychic energy reverberates on all allies with a Psychic Field. So this is actually quite strong when you get it with a clone. Right. It is. So we do hit the Mareep we were looking for, and we hit a bunch of Blip Bugs. And I was saying that potentially Orb Beetle can be very good. We already tried it, but we didn't have items for it. I think we already slammed too much items to go for like an Orbeetle build, but it could be cool. Eventually to try out an Orbeetle carry game, right? Especially if you get Tapu Lele as your unique, that seems insanely strong. Okay. But yeah, I love these new units they added that explore like fields of the thematic. So the whole Blipbug line and the whole Dolliv line, or Smalliv rather. Dolliv's the middle Evo. We got what? 2, 4, 5, 6. Can't make 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, couldn't make it. What do we want here? Ice is pretty good, I think. We probably want, or we could get this and try to make another Shiny Charm. That's also pretty good. You know what? Let's not be greedy. Let's try to make at least 2 Shiny Charms. I think 2 Shiny Charms is a good sweet spot to hit for this kind of super burst comp with no like defensive mechanics. So yeah, let's go for that. Alright. Electric is pretty often kind of my go-to synergy when like in these patches when I'm down on Elo and stuff. So I guess it's gonna be once again. And you know what? I do think it could be worth it to put a Mr. Mime Jr., but it's too late. Activate the Psychic bonus plus Mr. Mime Jr. is a pretty good unit in and of itself. I think it could have been a good choice. Right, to sacrifice one, like, threshold of gold for this, honestly. I ended up not doing it, but I think it would have not been a bad idea. However, it seems that my guy is gonna... My Limpent, the monster, the crazy monster Limpent is gonna be able to win. We're gonna save Ghost as well. I think Ghost is pretty good to have here. Haunage. So we could definitely play Ghost, actually, I guess. But I want to play Electric. So we're gonna roll a little bit. Okay. Artificial could also be good with those items. We get a lot of Ghost picks. Do I want to play Ghost? I do have a Shiny Charm. What's Ghost Unix? I haven't played Ghost in so long. I don't want to play Ghost though. Ghost is evil. We're not playing that. No Electrics though, huh? Yeah, I should try to play Artificial. Oh, we get Poker's Vial. That's damn good. Okay, I do think we want to sell probably this guy. Okay, so we keep 15, get a Seed, which is kind of whatever. Now that Seed can't make Shiny Charm anymore, it's kind of a bad component, I think. It also can't make Pokenomicon, so pretty much the only good item Seeds makes is like, what, like Stardust? There is an electric thing, we're gonna try to get it. If we can't, we'll try to get the artificial thing. Okay, we did get the electric, so we're pretty lucky on that one. We do hit Flaffy as well. Potential Fortress. Fortress is so strong. It's such a good tempo unit. If I do get it, I want to put it in raid. Alright, so we do get the new unit, Togedemaru. So it's pretty interesting. Its effect is based on... Oh, we could pick up Blast Theft. Nah. I think we want to play Toge. Toge's not bad, I think, right? Okay. I think this is pretty good. And I do think we want to keep... I mean, the problem is we're not actually using electric now. Actually, I'm thinking. We don't actually have, like, this is not an electric unit. We need to find a range carry, right? Oh, you know who would be good to get right now, though? Galvantula, because we do have stuff to double. So, yes, that would be really great. Maybe I shouldn't have picked it, because yeah, it is a melee unit, and a melee unit's not going to do much for me. But anyways, it rolls behind the target, dealing a pretty good amount of damage, and inflicting flinch. And if the target was paralyzed, it gains a bunch of shield. So electric doesn't actually naturally inflict paralysis. There are a bunch of units that do inflict it, though, like Pikachu. So we're going to try to work with that. One thing that would be good is getting the Electrizer item, right, from maybe an artificial shop, because that does make it so that every third attack applies the status, right, which is what we want. Okay, so we get some interesting things, I guess. I don't know which one I'd rather pick here. Do we want a Rocky Helmet? This guy only has 200 HP and he already has pretty good defenses, so I don't think so. What does this make? Max Revive? No, Max Revive was Ice. I honestly don't know what I want. We can take this. It's always good to have, like, a way to make Fluffy Tail later, I guess. Anyways, we're doing okay for now, despite not actually having, like, a very coherent team, right? We're not at, like, we're going for electric, but our main range carry is not even electric, so it's a little weird, you know? But we'll be fine, I think. We have very strong, like, tempo units, so yeah. Just gonna have to find something to replace that Lamp Entrance soon, you know? But, it should be okay. Not Chimico. Chatot has been very, very, very good lately with the changes to Blue Orb, or Aqua Egg, sorry. I don't know why I called it Blue Orb. Blue Orb's the other mana item. What do we want here? Maybe another of these glasses, honestly. Just go for a Wonder Box on my guy. Okay, or I guess not. Though Charcoal is definitely, like, not a bad item to have. The problem is that Electric does not naturally have a third range unit, except for its legendary or uniques. So if we miss and get a melee guy, that's going to be a big problem. We can actually level up again, but I don't have something to put in right now, so we're going to do a quick little roll. We can add in Ghosts. It's not too bad to have Ghost too, right? It will give a pretty big debuff to something's defenses, so that's as far as, like, you know, two how do I say that? Synergies that get actives with only 2 units. Ghost is probably one of the best ones to add to a team, like one of the best splashable synergies, right? I would say. Anyways, we are doing decently. Only the Poipole remains, and I don't think it's going to be able to win, right? However, it'll definitely be scary in the later game, because with items like these, it's probably going to evolve into Naganadel pretty easily, right? So we'll have to watch out for this one. Oh, Frigibax. Very good to get this right now. If we can get an Ice combo going somehow. Basically, this is a good way to play Pokemon on the chest, right? If you can't build vertically, you've got to think about, like, okay, what's the best combo I can put in right now? What does my team need? Do I have front line? Do I have back line? You know, stuff like this. And I do think in a case like this, it might be worth it doing something like this. So this gives me Ice, this gives me additional CC, changes my actual carry to something that can use, you know, the electric trait to its full potential. And we add in a pretty strong, like, unit that has good, you know, personal value, you know? Here, however, we're gonna get destroyed. This team is way, way, way strong. We have, like, really good Florigato items and stuff. And, yeah, it's pretty good. This guy is pretty good, too, though. For Coco, could definitely be good with those items that I have right now. Because, like, our late-game aim is to build an electric team, but right now we lack the components to do so. So, you know, you just gotta go with what's best at the moment. I feel like what I'm saying is pretty obvious, right? But it's still good to be reminded of it sometimes. We get a Timber now. Wow, I'm so lucky. I gotta try to get Comet, I guess. Is he even... Yeah, he is. Because a lot of units get shuffled around from regional to not regional to other stuff, you know? So you gotta pay attention to make sure you don't go for stupid moves sometimes. But Timber is very, very good to get this early on. Like, very good. What do we want? Probably a Red Orb for our last item here. Could be really good. Okay, we do get Magneton. That's going to be good for later, I suppose. Maybe a little bit. So we don't get that, but there is an interesting combo that we have. We could do a Flame Orb plus Fluffy Tail, which is not a bad combo at all, I would say. And then we get more magnets for something else. Maybe just slam a Muscle Band here. Oh wait, that's what I needed to make the thing. That's whatever though. I feel like we'll be fine. Anyways, this is actually better to put in than this. I guess Ice does nothing now, so we can just add Magneton because it's evolved. I do think going from a 3 range to a 2 range carry is a little bit of a downgrade, right? It's going to be more exposed to damage on the field, but it's going to make much better use of these items with the electric trait that like facilitates, you know, on-hit effects and everything. So I do think it's the right choice, probably. Would be nice to get Fortress right about now. Would be a nice boost to our strengths. But I think right now we don't have time to roll too much. We should just try to focus on leveling up to level 8 as soon as possible, so that we can make sure that every roll we do has maximum value. We're going to do one cheeky roll here because I could have hit like Pineco and it would have been an actual major strength buff for next round, but it's actually fine if we don't. This is probably... We should probably do something like this. Make sure it's behind the tankiest shit. So like, we have or Unique with a tank item, or like Shiny Charm, and then we have the Pillar. Well, the Pillar ended up not getting targeted because the enemy was on opposite side, but it's fine. So here we're pretty happy because... Never mind. I was going to say we're pretty happy because Orflaffy is actually away from the danger, from the ticking time bomb, but it wasn't. It wasn't actually. We're going to lose to Flora summons, but it was pretty close. That's fine. I still haven't gotten the chance to try it out, by the way. Ooh. Always be on the lookout for stuff like Ferroseed, such a strong unit, right? If we can get maybe that Charcoal, that would be really good. We can get that Red Orb that I wanted. If we don't, that's fine. Just hoping that we don't... Okay. I don't want a fossil. Yes. Good, thank you. So that means we will get another component at Lugia, which is really good because with what we had, even plus that thing, we don't have anything we want to slam. So I'm pretty happy, actually. Okay, it's probably worth it leveling up right now. Put this guy in, we get Electric 5. That's pretty good. Put this in the middle, make sure that it gets targeted, you know? It's probably better to put it here. Because the Pillar can't move towards enemies, so it's not going to be in front of stuff, it's just going to be wasted, you know? Do this, let the Dippler some space to spawn. Okay. So now, everything is going to be decided at the portal. If we don't get a ranged electric legendary, it's cooked, because these items will be kind of wasted. Not necessarily, but they're much harder to use effectively on a melee unit, because it will still, like, you know, benefit greatly from these effects, granted that it has electric, and so it gets triple attacks and everything. But it's also going to die faster, so it's going to be harder. What's the first guy playing? Poison. So we were making a Fluffy Tail, definitely. Although most of the damage didn't even seem to come from the poison damage, if I'm honest. This guy comes in, but a little late. It's fine, though. Gonna sell this guy. Gonna maybe sell Pineco. I don't know. Because we could still hit another Pineco. Ooh, okay. So we do hit 7 electric, and we hit the fighting synergy that I think is so good with us. I do think maybe it's better to let go of the bugs now. Right? This is not gonna be in my late game comp. It was just good for now. Play this. Just to increase the quality of our next shop, even by a small margin. Right, we get a bunch of Electric 7 Sparks, you know, firing off here. Did a lot of damage. You can see the damage here in all the units that did nothing. That's the damage from the Sparks, like all that blue damage. So that's pretty good. Really highlights the actual difference between Electric 7 and 5. I used to think Electric 7 is kind of bait, But against a team that's like all grouped up, you know, it does end up dealing a lot of damage. So it can be pretty good. Is Toxtricity good? Maybe not. But I'd still rather pick this up and see, you know? We're gonna roll a little bit, try to maybe hit Girder, exactly. That's very good to have right now. We're gonna take him out for now, because we only want electric stuff to show up. Yeah, we can probably sell Magneton, actually. Magneton's definitely not staying with us. I mean... it's fine, you know what? Because, you know, if I wanted to, I could set... Like, here I have to not put in Steel, because I want only electric portals to spawn. And I was saying, yeah, maybe I could get rid of Magneton, because he's not a very good unit. But, I mean, having Steel too... It's not bad, and there aren't, like, a lot... Okay, so this is probably going to be... What is it going to be, then? Because none of these are really good at all. Ooh, another interesting high-level pick. Electric, electric, electric. I'm going for this one just because it's the closest. None of these, I think, will yield, like, an electric region. I think this is going to be Howling for it, because there is a bug and sound symbol. But we'll see, right? And then we can start rolling. I gotta make sure not to forget to put these back in, so I'm gonna put them over here. That's the kind of stuff that happens to me all the time, so I've decided to stop being forgetful. This is pretty good, actually. We do have electric, and we do have light, so it's going to be pretty good. I do think we can do something like this, and then I gotta think about the items. Pokenomicon's honestly not so bad on Circuitry, because it does have something that deals, like, you know, damage in a circle. Not really a circle, but, you know. But what I'm gonna do is just do this, I think. And then we can do Pokenomicon, but I won't give it to you because... Okay. Fluffy tail, everything. Sell all of this. This is maybe a little bit better than... I mean, Light 2 is pretty good, you know? It's fine, I think. Just gotta find, like, upgrades for some of these. Okay. Oh! Okay. Managed to put it in right at the last second. This is really... it didn't count. Annoying. I don't think it would have mattered so much here, but it's a good unit. Yeah, as you can see, Sound is just broken right now, right? Like, with the Aqua Egg, it's unbeatable. Nothing can be done. That's the game. He even has Prima as well. Ugh. Honestly, I always manage to get it. Again, in all my years of playing... Well, years singular of playing Pokemon Auto Chess, I don't think I've hit this unit one single time. It's actually crazy. It's the best baby, but I never get it whenever I play baby. I mean, if I'm honest, we would have liked a better guide than Circuitry, but it's fine. We can manage. Galvantula, that's pretty good. Shinx, that's definitely pretty good. We're putting in Shinx. I think Toxel is, well, like, whatever. This is all whatever. Magneton, whatever as well. We want to put in Galvantula, but right now everything is giving me a useful trait, so we won't. Like, you know, Light Tree, it can actually make a pretty big difference, I think, so it's pretty good to have here. Wow, this Okidogi is just so tanky, man. And with the max revive. I think our biggest problem is just that Circuitry is, like, stuck at 2 items because I didn't have a good third item to give it to. It's still doing good damage, but we need to be even stronger than that. So we're gonna have to hope that the next carousel has something we can give it to. Give to it, I mean. Okay, so we do want the Electrizer. The Electrizer is definitely what we want. If we can't get it, I do think we have some other interesting choices, but Electrizer is gonna be the best one, easily. Of course, we don't get it because I am never lucky. And actually, all the other good choices have been taken. So it's probably going to be Poison Orb, but I have doubts about that. We'll see, though. It's, like, not so bad. It increases attack by a lot. Problem is that Circuitry actually doesn't care about that. Uh-oh. Huh. Light 3. You need Light 4 to... We're gonna see if it increases damage, because I'm honestly not sure how much Circuitry's AD matters at all. Right? And if it turns out that it doesn't at all, we'll find something else. Don't worry. Okay, we're playing against this grass team. Yo, the poison damage is just killing him so hard. I thought it would take longer for him to die from it, but turns out maybe that was a bad idea. But why didn't I just get the Electrizer, man? You don't even need it. It does nothing on Fluid. Why did you take it? That's crazy. He didn't need that. I do. Yes, that's pretty good. Maybe we could get Luxio or something. Yeah, we gotta have to remove this, I guess. Octobuzz. Charcoal. Sure, Pokemon, sure this, and we can give this to, I don't know, nobody. Nobody wants it. You don't want to take damage from poison. Okay, we're doing much better here, I think. The fighting's a little hectic. It's tough to follow everything, but we take that guy out. I really want to put in Galvantula, but I don't know who to take out. Oh, probably Pikachu. Yeah, what am I saying? Obviously. Dumbass that I am. Took me so long to realize that as well. Okay. This is interesting. We are close to Electabuzz, which would be really nice. So maybe it's better to give this to this guy. Not to Electabuzz, to the guy that comes after Electabuzz. What's his name? Electivire. We were close to Electivire. But yeah, I mean, hey, Togedemaru doing pretty decently. Ah, we get a really good item. Okay, very nice. We get a really good third item for Xurkitree. I'm happy about this. Extremely happy about this. This is like probably the best thing we could have gotten, honestly. This is whatever. I don't want to give it to anything. I just wasted money by buying it, whatever. You know, every time I feel like I underestimate the problem that this item poses, and then I'm like, it's whatever. Okay, well, we hit Luxio naturally, so what do I even use this for now? I guess we can keep it to try and use it to get Electivire. So that's pretty good. What's my... Oh, it's Taunt. I could give Taunt to Girder, that's not so bad. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, as I said, this is gonna be unbeatable. Like, it was the new Aqua Egg sound is just unbeatable. You can't beat it. Jesus Christ, these people, they don't want to lose, huh? Okay. Seems like the 2 HP guy is gonna beat the poison guy? Ah, maybe not. The Okie Dokie went crazy. Okay, so we're top 4 guaranteed. Sound guy beats us. I think we can beat the poison guy. I think. The 2 poison guys, actually. Because we do have a fluffy tail, so it will help. You know? But we need to position in a way that this guy is taking focus. Like, really hard. So we have to position like a little bit like this, which looks a little bit stupid, but you need this guy to be tanking all the poison damage, I think. Maybe. Maybe this is bad. Maybe this is stupid. But I do think it's better. Like, we have the fluffy tail for a reason, you know? This might have been stupid. I don't know. Okie Dokie is in the middle of my team. But Xurkitree's still alive. So far, so good, maybe? Okay, guess not. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess he was 2 solo damage dealer. Huh. I guess he was not, like, if I got maybe Zekrom or Zapdos or Thundurus, it would have went better. Because, yeah, being 2 ranged, always a bit of a problem for DPSs. The Togedemaru didn't do a lot of damage. He mostly had tanky items. He did block a pretty good amount of damage. I don't know. This was just a really good team, though. I do think, you know, yeah, Poison's 5 Amorph. That's a lot. That's going to be a lot of raw stats. Chain Crazed, right? And it does give, like, attack and defense, you know? And the thing is, with, like, Max Revive, you actually keep the Okie Dokie bonus stats. So this is, like, a really good combo at stalling time and stuff. So this was actually just, like, a really good team. This guy, I don't know. We haven't played against him. I don't know if I could have won. Maybe. Very cool team, though. 7 poison, 6 bug, 5 dragon. Pretty cool. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for this game. I guess just the top 4, but it was pretty cool. We did get to try out Togedemaru. Not a very like fancy unit, but a pretty cool one either way. Hey, what is up, everyone? We are back. There haven't been, videos this Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday. Well, today's Tuesday, so there's gonna be a video today, right? Because I was at school. Yeah, obviously. I think I said it in the last video. That's actually gonna be, like, fused with this one. But yeah, I started class again, and... Oh, and I'm not sick anymore, by the way. Finally! So, I'm feeling great today. Classes are really interesting. Everything's cool. I don't know. It feels weird, being older than everybody, because I'm, like... I think there's another guy that's in the same case as me, where he's already done a master's, but he's getting a second one, But yeah, it's genuinely cool. So we get a pretty good start here. We have a double baby start here. If we get a third baby, we could hit it big. We could win the lottery. We got some water units. We got some grass units. We got some Zubats. We got Swin'em. And we got a light unit. And what's there not to like, baby? Everything there is amazing. Alright. We get a pretty okay combo for items first. Ooh, wait, this is a Chimchar region. Hold on. Oh, this could be good. This could be the Chimchar game. I haven't played Chimchar in a while. Right? And there is some new fighting content. I could do it. Matter of fact, I think I will. Yep, we want this guy, and then walk for Machamp. Well, that's not Machamp, but you get me. You get me. Alright, so what we need to play this comp is... We have some pretty good components already. So right now we would like... Yeah, I already know what I want. Oh, we get an early Inferno, so very good. We can definitely get, I think, Magnet if we can. It would be amazing here. Freight. Right, so here's what we're gonna do. Muscle Band. Almost put it on the wrong thing. There we go. Fighting Human already. And we can get 4 fighting here, actually, but I won't, because I want to be rolling for more units. Right? I think. Because that's... is it really worth it? It was not. It's fine. We can't lose with something like this. Give him this. So I'm going to wait and not give him this. Actually, I should. I don't know. We'll see. We'll think about it. I do think that actually Power Lens is super strong on this. So maybe I should just give it Power Lens. Because basically there's like several items you can do on Monferno/Infernape that are really great. One of them that I think is really underrated is just giving him a Dragon's Fang, or Deep Sea Tooth, sorry. Giving him a Deep Sea Tooth will make him, get a lot of mana, which means he will get lots of attack speed, which means he will keep getting a lot of mana. So it's pretty great. I think, but out of these two, this is probably the best. Maybe I'm wrong, though. So anyways, we get 4 fighting right away, so that's amazing. And all we gotta do now is just re-roll for Infernape, and this should be a pretty free game, honestly. So now, I gotta think about, is it worth it giving Power Lens? And in general, I would say yes. You can wait and try to give it Assault Vest, which makes it, like, way, way, way tankier to, like, special stuff. But this is, like, a more kind of offensive counterplay to it. I don't know. Especially since somebody's already playing Fire, which means that it's gonna be nice to have something that reduces the burn damage, I think. So maybe we will wait for Assault Vest. I don't think we need to slam a Shell Bell. I think that's kind of weak, actually. Because you already get healing from Human, and it's pretty easy to get Human 4 in fighting, right? And in the early game, you're going to be destroying everything anyways. You really don't need to, like, push it, Alright. Oh, we get this guy. Amazing. Amazing. Super good. We get the additional Scraggy, which is pretty decent. I think it's maybe better than Chespin. I don't know. Every time an enemy is KO'd, it gains attack equals to its stars. I still haven't fully understood what this passive means. Do you gain, like, attack equals to Scraggy's star equal to the enemy who's defeated? Is it when, like, he defeats an enemy or everything else? I don't know. I mean, oh, Payday! Hold on. We could make some nice stuff happen with Payday. Payday is one of the few good Human TMs. As you know, like, Human gives you passive healing on your team, but the secondary effect is to give you a bunch of TMs to use and change the spell of Human units, right? And one of the effects you can get is Payday, which is a spell that deals single target damage. Then, if the target is KO'd, the player received a bunch of money. And the way to use this is usually alongside the Chimchar, you will make Fennekin, which you will raise into Braixen, and then Delphox, right? And when you reach Delphox, this shit will do 90 special damage, which is likely to kill something, you know, because you're going to for it like in the early game, right? And so you stack up a bunch of money, and that's a pretty good way to play. Today, though, I don't know. We don't even have one Fennekin, so I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. But we'll see. We'll see. So the important thing is to have fighting at least 4, fire at least 4, right? Because you want him to gain attack every time he hits. I think one of the best items you can make in this comp in general is just Firestone, because the more Firestones you have, the more power you will have. It's just a very all-in comp where you're really all in on that guy, you know? He is the carry. I'm gonna play this and this. Alright, we have some pretty outstanding players in here, by the way. We have Monk, and there he is. Monk, currently going for Baby. We have Big Wef, currently going for Normal, and I think that's it. Right, but that's still pretty scary. So we could take this, or we could take this. I think it's not bad to take this. I don't know. Should I make a Firestone? I think Firestone's pretty good, yeah. We can find another charcoal later. We can use this. We could... No shot. That's how it works. I thought it would fall off. Oh, that's actually a big problem. I didn't think it worked like that. So basically the way it works in TFT, I guess my bad for assuming it works the same way, is you can do this, and then if it's already like the type of the unit, the stone will just fall off. It will make a Firestone and then fall off. Damn, I was almost sure I'd already done this before, but I guess not. I gotta be careful here because this Flareon could very easily just kill my whole team. But I think with the power of like Muscle Bend plus Fire 4, even something like that, yeah, won't win. Okay, very good. Okay, so even this like super early game board cannot defeat me. I guess it's good that I got the Fossil Stone. We can probably get another charcoal later, I think. Hopefully. Oh! Gyarados. So we're gonna get a shiny item here, which is really huge. Do I want a Human Portal or this? Human Portal is 2 chances out of 3 to get something good. But that 1 chance out of 3 to get Smeargle is really awful. But it's so good, though, to get another Flying Human. Fighting Human. Actually, you know, it might be better to not take a Portal, right? Because we want to keep on this region. And also, I'm completely forgetting to roll for Chimchars. For some reason, I have been stupid. But we're gonna roll now. Because, yeah, we want to try to get as much Chimchars as possible, as early as possible, obviously, because it's gonna get harder as we level up to get more. And now there's, like, a bunch of common guys to get in fighting. So it's, like, pretty good. So which ones did we get? I missed one. So we can get Eviolite or Comet Shard. I'm definitely getting Comet Shard. Comet Shard is super fucking good. We're gonna get to this portal. We are not gonna get to this portal. We are gonna get to this portal. But that's fine. We're gonna get a firefighting region, so that means we're gonna get this guy again. Missing one really hurts. It happens, though. That's fine. If we get a normal region somehow, I will shoot myself. Okay. It is a normal region, but it's not a bad one. So obviously we take Tyrogue here. Yeah, so it's really annoying. I really want that charcoal, like that Firestone, you know? Anyways, which one is the best? The meta for, like, Tyrogue evolutions changes all the time. I think right now the one that's the best is maybe Hitmonchan. I'm not certain. I think fuck it, this looks pretty good, right? And then just give him this, maybe. I know I said I wouldn't make this at first, but this seems really good, so whatever. It's a pretty good combination, right? And then we're gonna have to figure out, yeah, just make him Hitmonchan, that's fine. We can give him, like, AP and stuff. I just didn't want it to be unevolved right now, because that would have made me lose really bad in this round. And Hitmontop scales really nicely with AP, so I think it's pretty good to do this. You can see it's doing big damage with just one singular spoon. Anyways, what's the most important part is we can still get Chimchars here, so that's really good. We are definitely going to get this, and I'm going to do this, and this, and hopefully we can find another, like... Okay. Here is something. By the way, this is better for sure. Sure, we'll pick you up just in case. I mean, it's possible we make Chestnut. I said I wanted to try it and we never got to. Okay, I don't care about you too much. Actually, I guess Sung Scraggy would have been better. We get a second Machoke as well. If we get Machamp, that's also really nice. We can make a Dawnstone, by the way. If we do get, what's his name? So we immediately kill the Light Spot guy here. Really nice. And we garner a bunch of Muscle Band stacks really fast. As I said, this combo of item is really nice. And this does give plus 15 AD, which is like a huge amount of base AD to give to a unit. So I like this, actually. Comet Shard Monferno, soon to be Infernape, is really good. Okay, here's another one. Here's a Baneri. We're gonna try to get water, but there's no water. We wanted to get this as well to make a Firestone, but there's none of that. So I guess we'll get whatever we get, eh? Hopefully not another Fossil Stone, because that would be really annoying. Whatever. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Nice, very nice. Alright, one more little guy. Okay, we get a bunch of little guys. I don't think we're actually gonna go for Chestnut, but I would like to get Lopunny. That's a pretty good unit. Ooh, cool. So we are in a Ditto's Dilemma right now. Alright, Dilemma no more. Now we're just gonna be looking for Machamp. So we have this Infernape with really great items now. And yeah, I guess all we have to do left is hit Machamp. And this game should be over. We get Lopunny as well. A little bit better than this guy. So we're gonna change it. Actually, you know, Quilladin might be better. I might have underestimated him. Oh, look at this tryhard. He literally... But, I mean, hey. I'm not hating, though. He's right. You know, you should always try hard. The aim of the game is to win. He might actually win because of he did this. So what happened is he mirrored his whole comp so that... Oh, he's so good for doing this. He mirrored his whole comp so that my, like... diver guy, right? Because the way Comet Shard works is you go to the farthest enemy. I should do it like this, if I'm not trolling. I'm the one who was trolling for not doing it like this. So yeah, so he put a really weak unit on the side that would target, and then that almost fucked me over and made me lose the round. So we gotta find that Machamp. There it is. And now we can level up. And I know that, I mean, I had time to put it in anyways, but I knew that Quilladin was going to go in no matter what. Because, it will always autofill like the bench. If you have missing bench space, he will get in there. So we have an interesting combination here. He has a Quilladin of his own with Eviolite, Muscle Band, and Spiky Shield. And you know what? It fucking beat me. That's actually crazy. What? 150% of the user's defense. I guess that was enough, like, damage to beat this out somehow. Okay, I'm actually really surprised. If I'm honest, I would have... If you asked me, I would have told you... We need the burn damage, right? I would have told you, yeah, I win this game without, like, dropping a single round here. But I guess not. We were proved wrong. So we'll have to put in Fire Force so we can actually maybe defeat this Quilladin. I don't know. This is not even bad. I mean, giving mana to the whole team, that's pretty good. I don't know, though. I feel like every time I sell Poliwhirl, I end up regretting it. So maybe I won't sell it this time. Right, we get this, which is pretty whatever, I think. We can make something pretty good, actually, which is Ability Shield here. Hopefully we get either Water or Charcoal. Oh, we got both, but I don't know which one I'd rather get, if I'm honest. Right, because I can make a Firestone, which is really nice, but I also want Water. So I guess we gotta do this, actually. We can get a charcoal later. I'm almost sure. I'm positive, right? And then we can make ability shield. And I do think that's a really good item to slam here. So we're gonna do this. Give our 3 best unit like CC protection. And I mean, yeah. Hopefully we just win streak now, because we do have a really strong team. And we were able to get it without rolling too much too. So that's really good. Wow, this Azelf is kicking my dick off right now. The damage is actually insane. Crazy. How much AD does he have? Cast? He didn't cast before reaching it. He would have killed it. This is too broken. They gotta nerf Azelf eventually. Like, the damage is actually so fucking insane. Look at this. But I mean, I don't know. We should be okay. When we get to 8 fighting, they'll become even tankier. Fighting has been nerfed recently, so it is a little tough, maybe. And we don't have Fire 4, which is really something that we need. So we're going to try to get it. And hopefully we can get 1 stone, because that would make it much easier. Right? What did they change it? Does it no longer give protect? Because it doesn't feel like it does. Oh, okay. Okay. Can we defeat this giant Ponyta? Yes. It was pretty close, but we did. I think the protect duration from Comet Shard was nerfed, yeah. So maybe we do need 8 fighting over just like something else. So we want a charcoal. We really want a charcoal really badly if we can. But it's a double fossil carousel, which tells me that a lot of people are gonna want like regular items over fossil stones. So one of them is gonna take the charcoal probably. No? Dude, you gotta be kidding me. They took all the items before me. I didn't expect that. I expected at least one of them to want a fossil stone, but I guess I have 3 fossil stones now. There needs to be some sort of pity system where when you have too many fossil stones, you can, like, trade one of them off or something. Like, this is too stupid. Because, like, even if I did pick 1 charcoal for this, that means I would still have fucking 2 useless fossil stones. Come on, man. I guess if my last thing is a fossil stone, then it's actually not so bad because I can make, like, something get fossil, 2 things get fossil. That's not bad, I guess. But come on, man. Yo, Skeledirge already, but he gets dove on by my guy. Oh, it's because he has a, yeah, rare candy. Alright. It does seem really scary, though. Alright, we manage to take everything out. Very good. So hopefully the last item is a charcoal, the one we're gonna get from Lugia and Ho-Ho. Else, yeah, I mean, fuck this, right? Okay, we put in 4 human. What's our second TM? Bulk up. Okay, interesting. Don't think I really want to give this to anyone, though. What we can do, however, is take this out for, like, Quilladin, which is a little bit better. And then we're gonna want some fire units, I guess. Do we want a fighting legendary or a fire legendary? I guess let's try for a fighting legendary. Okay, very nice. We take out the carry. That's good too, because this team is very scary. Well, we take out one of the carries. The other carry is that Mimikyu, which looks absolutely super scary as well. But we do have Hitmon top doing damage in the back. Damn, really nice damage as well. As I told you, this unit is pretty crazy, honestly, in its own right? I don't think it's the meta one right now in the Hitmons. I think I've seen a lot of Hitmonchan, but this is really good still. So we defeat the very scary Amorphous team. I think he's Amorphous. He's level 8 right now, but we still managed to win. Thank God. Because Amorphous 7 in the late game, that shit would have kicked our ass. So we're really, really glad. We really want a fighting guy, so we're gonna do this. What could even be in a human portal? Probably only garbage. Oh, all the Reggies now. Okay, that's pretty cool. We can't get to fighting 8 because we would have to level up right now, and I don't want to ruin all my econ for that. Like, I mean, I could do it, but it's, like, not worth it. Oh, the biggest question, though, is could I somehow get human out of there? I would have to get this guy and this guy out of there and replace one of them with a fighting guy. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. I could roll for, like, make one roll, try to get a fighting unit and stuff, but whatever. We're just gonna accept that our portal, like, thing is can make a human portal, you know? It's possible. Whatever. We're probably still getting the portal we want anyways. Alright, so we get some fucking worthless shit now. We can make a Zapstone. Woo, great. Anyways. Let's try to get this double fighting portal. Is someone else playing fighting? Oh yeah, matter of fact, somebody else is. That's true, I forgot about them. Where is he now? He's here. Okay. Also on 7 fighting right now. Bonita is a super good unit that I'm gonna try and use, maybe. Alright, so we get a bunch of them. I think probably in fighting, the best one should be Verizian, I think. I don't have any items to give it because I only have fucking fossil stones, but hey. I do think this one is pretty good. Because, you know, you're pretty tanky when you're playing full fighting, so... Come on, my phone's always ringing. So we're gonna try it with, like... 8 fighting. Actually, you know what? Let me just... Yeah, let's put it all in right now. We're gonna try it with 8 fighting, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna try with 6 fighting, 4 fire, 6 human. Something like that, right? Okay. We managed to dive and target the... Oh, never mind. We got pretty unlucky, and it ended up not targeting the right guy, but it's fine. Hitmonchan making its way over there. Gonna kill that guy. Looks like we won't win, though. Okay, damn. I don't know, that was weird. He jumped in there, but yeah, he targeted, like, the wrong unit twice. It was still okay, I guess. I mean, yeah, playing with 2 items down definitely doesn't fucking help, so... Should I replace Polyworld for Oshawai? I don't know. I think for now we chill. We just chill and we wait. Right? We do get another fire unit. No, we don't need that. We already have Ponyta. We just need to... Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So this guy, again, was the tryhard strats. Managed to... It's funny, it's the only guy in the whole game that has actually tried to position against me, by the way. And yet he's not very high elo either. So, I don't know, yeah, he's trying his best, I guess. And he's right, because it will win him this round. I guess I should have been watching out for his positioning. I don't know. You can't watch out for everything when everybody's still alive. So we're gonna try to maybe get a lucky egg for my Hitmonchan or aqua egg. That would be pretty nice. Okay. There is also a Firestone, which could be useful. I guess it's gonna be Firestone then. And then we can level up and add Infernape, and then we'll have 4 fire and 4 human. Yeah. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Who should I give it to then? Honestly, it doesn't matter, but probably this guy just because he has the most speed. And then we can give him a magnet to hold as well. And then, yeah, we wait and, like, level up, put Infernape, get human and fire. If we get a Magby, that's a little bit better, but that's it. That's going to be our last upgrade. Okay, here's the other fighting guy. His team looks really scary as well. Yeah. He also, by the way, for what it's worth, he also managed to change his position for me. which worked pretty well for him as well. And he has a Marshadow, which kind of counters other fighting teams. So we're taking a bunch of damage, but again, because the early game was such a breeze. Ah, there he is, Magby. A little better. A little better is better than nothing. Because we won so much in the early game, we're not really losing. So I'm going to try to snoop out who I haven't played against yet. Okay, so it's this guy, right? So here's what I'm going to do. My surprise tactic to beat this guy. Put everything on the backline, will draw his units out. A little bit, and then this guy will jump. I mean, it depends. It's like Ghost. It's not guaranteed to work like this. Yeah, like sometimes he jumps first for no apparent reason. So does it not give Protect anymore? Because it says it gives Protect for 2 seconds, but I haven't seen any Protect, so I don't think it works. Maybe it's just bugged right now. Huh. Let's check it. It might be bugged. It might honestly just be bugged. Because yeah, it feels like it doesn't give Protect at all. So maybe I'm getting scammed by the game here. Yeah, it does say gaining Protect for 2 seconds. I didn't see a Protect here. Did you guys see something? I don't think so. Well, I mean, I guess that's a bug report. Either way, we have earned ourselves a top 4, at the very least. This fire team looks scary. Yeah, we're gonna see. We are going to see. Hopefully we get some usable reward. Okay, so we did get Protect, but that didn't seem like 2 seconds at all. It seemed like it lasted nothing. Nothing seconds. Okay, we get a bunch of items which are interesting. I think the best is going to be just Aqua Egg for my guy. We can put everything back in the up front. I don't think the strat I was going to do works. We have to level up now. We have just enough gold to do this. Woke up payday, yeah, whatever. And, I mean, yeah, we're gonna pray, I guess. Oh, good prayer. My prayers have been answered. We got one of the best units possible. Probably the best unit possible, actually. Alright, so the try hard again gets me. Since he put one on both sides, I don't think there was any way to fucking get it. Damn. I mean, yeah, okay. We are completely outclassed by this water team anyways. Jesus Christ, man. I think we're gonna lose here, yeah. There's, like, top 3. We'll take it. It was pretty good. But yeah, these two teams are teams that are, like, really pop off in the late game. They have been granted their max strengths, and I don't. So, you know, we're screwed. I don't think the fighting nerf was really warranted. I don't know. I never thought fighting was, like, really strong before. I thought it was kind of a mid-comp. But, you know, I was gone from the game for a pretty long time. So it's possible I'm just wrong. Like, you know, it's definitely possible. Plus, I actually didn't... Like, I have a bunch of stones that I got nothing to do with, so... Ah, that was kind of dangerous, see? By making a hole in the middle like this, he almost let me kill the Xerneas. It didn't die, but it could have. Anyways, GG. That was a pretty cool game still, you know. We didn't really try anything new. More like, revisited an old classic, right? I hope you guys enjoyed it, either way. I think that's going to be it for today's video. So with, like, the stuff from the last video, I don't think we got anything new over these 2 games. But hey, that's the game sometimes, right? Alright, I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.